Hey guys, welcome back to episode 11 of the Double Down Challenge. We actually got a pretty decent haul today, and there was a goal to this weekend, and it is the end of March, so we will be doing the March tally of what systems we got the most games for, and so on. But let's get started. I actually started this weekend with a goal in mind. I actually started with on Thursday. I started with a goal in mind of getting one of the games on this list. Now, if you're not familiar with this list, this is a list of games that we have been wanting to get since pretty much the very start of this series. And there are some heavy hitters. There's some not so heavy hitters on here. Most of them are for the GameCube, but there are a few that are not. So it was, kind of an interesting idea. I wanted to have at least as many games off this list as I possibly could at the end of the year. So I decided to pick one and try to get it this weekend. I started with Luigi's Mansion. I called on Thursday. We get paid on Friday, so I really couldn't do much, but I was home alone. On Thursday, I started calling every store I possibly could in our area that would sell that type of game. I got a bunch of no's and one yes. Unfortunately, that yes was a Japanese version of the game. Now, I've heard this game's very fun, very enjoyable. You want to know the story. You want to, obviously, you want to play it in your own language. But the biggest problem for me buying a Japanese game is, will it play on my Wii? The guy said the answer was no. It would play on the GameCube, but would not play on the Wii. So I decided to kind of skip that one. I'm going after an American version. But I did decide to pick up at least 3 decently priced games that were above what I normally get. Now, if you know what I normally get, I usually get about between $2 and $15. Highest being I normally buy is about $20. So I decided to get at least 2 to 3 games meeting that criteria, and I actually managed to do it. But before we get into the games, I always usually show off some video game merchandise that I actually buy besides games, because we all love games, we all love the magazines, we all love the toys, we all love the books. We pretty much love everything about gaming. And I have been looking for this guy since I picked up his counterpart, I believe in either the last episode or the episode before that, and that is Diddy Kong. This is the Jakks Pacific Diddy Kong. Very happy to get this. I do have the Donkey Kong. I think he's right over here. A little higher off the screen, but I really love these. The only thing I'm a little disappointed in is it didn't come with his little coconut shooters. So, but missed opportunity, but still pretty cool. So, after a hunt, I usually do these videos on Saturday. I give myself a break on Sunday, mostly because I want to spend time with my family, but also most of the thrift stores around my area are actually church-based. They are not open on Sunday. So Monday I start hunting again, and I usually go to at least one store on Monday night. It's had the same 10 games for the past couple weeks, but I have hit big at the store. I went to it, looked at the same games, stared at the same games that I have been staring at for a while, decided to pick up one that, while not the most exciting, most interesting, it did start off my week of thrifting for games, and that was Big Bumpin'. Now, if you're not familiar with this is an Xbox and Xbox 360 title that was sold at Burger King. You're not hearing wrong. This was a Burger King title. The main character is Burger King. If you went and bought a Whopper, you got one of these for like $5 to $10, and it has a few levels. Has a few levels, a couple carts you can have, and pretty much bumper cars. I picked this up pretty much out of desperation because I wanted to start this series, or to start this week. I was hoping that would, get me ready to go shopping. But funny enough, I did not know this has a little bit of value. I mean, obviously, I was expecting it to be worth, negative 50 cents, that you have to pay them to take it. And I guess technically I did since I bought it, but I did not realize this sells for about $8 to $9 complete, which it is. It actually has the Give Beef as the promo for the card, has the the manual, and it has the DVD or the CD. And this is not much of a game, but it was a start to something. Now, having set that goal and absolutely not been able to do pretty much anything up until Friday, I decided to hit one of my favorite thrift stores. I go every weekend. I hit it every time. This place is a very cheap place. You could go ahead and buy 4 or 5 things, nerdy, geeky, whatever, video game related, and only pay like $3. I really like it. It's a way to add to the collection, very much on the cheap. Video games are no different. They sell for about $2 for each one. Sometimes they go a little higher, sometimes they're a little lower, but for the most time they are what they are. And they usually have the same, Connect games, the same sports games, and the same like Leapster games you'll find every time. Well, when I went in, there was at least 3 stacks that I had never seen, games I had never picked up. And although I was going after, a couple decent titles, I wanted to make sure that I got some good games, or get some games that were going to be a little different, new to the collection. The first one I picked up was this SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Unfortunately, it's empty. There's no game, no manual. It's literally the paper and the case. It is a PlayStation case, as you could see, with that little memory card slot. So, as the lady was about to toss it away, I asked for it for free, or asked for it. She said, yes, you can have it for free. So I've got a PlayStation case that I can replace another one with. But the more I thought about this game, the more I looked at it and looked at the back and looked at some of the reviews for this game, people seemed to say it was a really decent game. So I went on to eBay, looked for just the CD, and sure enough, I found a copy for $2.50, $5 shipping. But I never add that to the value or how much I pay for the video game. So $2.50 for a almost complete copy of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. So looking forward to that. I don't normally talk about ones that are still coming. It's coming Tuesday. I've got the case. It's pretty much going to be complete. Hopefully the CD's in good shape when I get it. They also had a PS3 game, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Never play this one, obviously. I have most of the other Assassin's Creeds, so getting one that you don't have, it was a no-brainer for, like I said, $2. I'm down for it. They also had a PlayStation 2 Gran Turismo 3 Apex. I've heard these games are tough, but very interesting. I decided to pick it up. Unfortunately, the case is broken. I was going to replace the Bikini Bottom with this one. I'll have to look for another one. The clips for the manual are broken, so it's nothing holding it in. It's just kind of sliding around. Luckily, the disc is in good shape. So they also had Halo 2. A favorite. I've played through this game so many times, it's not even funny. I do have this in the Master Chief Collection, but to actually have the physical copy of the original Xbox game, really fun, really enjoyable. And like I said, it's one of my favorite games, so I kind of had to have it. So, now this one surprised me a bit. First of all, it is Project Gotham Racing. Now, when I saw this game, I thought it was going to be a $5 game. Nothing big, nothing, over, or nothing that was going to add to the dollar value, get me closer to that 30, two or three games that were a little higher end, or middle at least. And I was wrong, because this is the not for resale copy. This little green sticker there. Funny enough, that makes this game a $30 game. Because I was absolutely right. The first game, the original type of this game, is $5. No higher, no more. I hear it's a magnificent game. Definitely worth getting. But this one is the not for resale copy, which makes it $30 if it's complete. And it is complete. It even has the Microsoft, It even has the Microsoft Games little manual here. I do not, maybe this is preview. Yeah, it's previews for other games. Has Munch's Odyssey. It has Halo Combat Evolved. Azurk Rise of Pyrathia, Nightcaster, Fusion Frenzy, Blood Wake. I have no idea what that one is. NFL Fever, NBA Inside Drive, Amped, Project Gotham Racing, so it does have that one in it. And then it has Bruce Force, and then this little end picture right there. This was very cool. I really haven't seen that type of thing, so glad to get it. This thing is in immaculate condition. I'm so glad to get this. So this is my first $30, mid-level game. So, decided to go to a local comic book store. Decided to go to a local comic book store. I thought I skipped one. And check out their games. They had a few that I wanted. One was missing the manual, so it really wasn't worth the price I was going to pay. One was, over the price I was looking, but over also the price of price charting. And then I looked at this one, and I asked, they had this at $36, which is about $6 over price charting. I asked them if they'd meet price charting. They said yes. So I had to grab it, and it's Captain America and the Avengers for the NES. Absolutely magnificent game. I love this thing. I have played this before. It's a lot of fun. Definitely worth getting. And, I didn't have it in my collection, and it's really clean. Just a little staining at the bottom. I can get that off really easy, and I'm sure it'll work great. So that one's also about $30. So Then I went to the sister store, which they actually have 3 in the area. Um, I decided to look at this other one, not that far away from my house. Picked up 2 games. One is Mario and the Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now this is one I have been wanting to get. It's been on my eBay list for a very long time. The reason why it's been like that is because most of them that I have seen, either in Walmart or other stores or whatnot, is not the physical copy. You got the case, but you also got a piece of paper inside the case with a code that gave you the digital copy for the system, or for to put it in the system. You got the game. I didn't want that. I wanted that actual physical little chip. And I know my wife actually, for Black Friday last year, she actually got the sequel to this. So I had to grab this. It looks like a fun turn-based fighter. And, it's a Mario game I don't have for the Switch, which I'm currently looking for Switch games that are actually good. So, all right, well, I've got one last one, and this one, it's not as high as the other 2, but it's definitely up there. This is Castlevania Curse of Darkness for the Xbox. This is a $24 game, $25. It is complete. I am a huge fan of the Castlevania series. So this was kind of a no-brainer for me to get it. It looks interesting. I'm hoping the gameplay is actually a little between the original and the 360 Shadows of the Shadows of the crap. What's it called? Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord series, because I find the Shadow Lord a little too it's hard to explain. I know it's almost very wide. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. It's really late. I do apologize, and then the other one was too constricted, being the side scroller. So hopefully this is a combination of the 2, if that makes any sense. Well, guys, that is it. That is my stack of video games. Really glad I picked these up. Very happy with the stack that I got this to end out the March month. But that brings us to the totals. And as you know, I'm collecting for a lot of different systems. I usually show which ones I got games for in this month, and then we add the total together, which I forgot to do. I will try to do that really quickly in my brain, but we got 2 Xbox One games, we got 5 360 games, we got 6 original Xbox games, we got 1 NES game, 1 SNES game, 3 Wii games, 1 Wii U, 13 PlayStation games, 5 PlayStation 2 games, and 4 Switch games. So okay, so if my math does me right, that is 42 games. And yeah, I believe the total for the 42 games is, or after these 42 games are added in March, we now have 242 games going on. The goal is for 300 to 400 games by the end of the year. And we're steadily we're steadily going after that. So, well, guys, that is it. That's this haul for the the 11th episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you like it. Hit that like button, please. If you want to subscribe, if you want to comment on how good a game is, also do that. Many of these, I have to admit, I've never played. And there's a few that I have, but it's been a long time. I may have forgotten them. So please hit that, hit that comment section and let me know what you think of these games. I'll talk to you guys later, and keep gaming, keep thrifting, and keep doing what you guys do. Talk to you later. Bye.